Alright guys, listen. We got Alfa Romeo, Giulia, Q4. You want to come over here, Giovanni?
I think I got
So what we're here to do is we're actually going to be replacing this roof. Let me show you real quick. So, as you can see here, these cars don't have recalls on these roofs, but the sunroofs are actually breaking right here. They're getting stuck up. So instead of going in and replacing the pieces, you actually have to buy this whole unit as one. So we're going to show you exactly what you have to do in order to get this roof up. Alright, as you can see, let's take a look into the car. Come over here. First thing you want to do is you want to disconnect the batteries in the trunk. The actual hold down is screwed in by a little Phillips screw. So you want to undo these two screws, unlatch that, and unlatch the ground. You want to make sure this car has no power when you're actually working on it because of the drape bags. Okay. So there's a couple tools you're going to need. You're going to need a couple these tools here, clip tools, a 10mm. You're going to need a couple of these T's right here. This is just one of them, a T27. You're going to need a various different sizes T20 because there's a couple different ones. And you're going to need some plastic little shimmies here to get through. This actually headliner is held in by Velcro as well. But I want to show you this. This is very important, these little handles. They're very hard to get off. You actually have to go in on each side and release each one. There's no screws, no hardware, but you got to push these in one at a time to release it, okay? And as you know, this interior is very expensive, so make sure you have nothing sharp in your pockets, no keys or anything like that. Let me show you where the Velcro points are right here. There's Velcro here, Velcro here. Now this piece inside, this center lighting piece, you can probably go underneath and see, in the headliner, does not come out. The bezel does around it, but you got to actually go in. Let me grab one of these right here. Through the sunroof, inside the car, and pop them. Bop, bop, bop. Okay? That's the only way you're going to be able to release those. Once the roof's down, because you got to take these pillars off the side here. Now these pillars are locked in right here. So the best way to do this is to take this seal off right here. Be careful, take the seal off and you can kind of pull it to the side, release the lock, and then you have a little piece here that sits up on here. You're just basically gonna spin this off, spin it off, and that'll allow for that roof to come down, okay? Everything else is pretty much standard, even from the head visors and the sun visors and things like that. Simple clip to release right here. That's the T20. Pull your harness out, unplug it. Simple, not a whole lot of work to it. Now, there's actually 6 bolts holding this roof in. Giovanni already went ahead and took them down. They're 10mm, and there's a couple underneath here. So we're gonna undo those. So what it is it's glued up front here. So right now we're peeling the fascia off, the first layer, because it's glued underneath here too as well. So instead of using a heat gun, you're not gonna be able to pick it up from underneath here, only from here. So we're just cutting it, being careful, because if not, you'll crack the windshield. So you gotta be very careful. I mean, not prying against the windshield, but even flexing the roof will break the windshield. So you gotta be very careful. So it's a very timely thing. So we wanted to show you that it's more than just bolts. It's glued up here. So it might take 2 people. So we're back with the Alfa Romeo on the glass roof, the sunroof, the panels that slide back on the roof. As you know, we were going through showing you how to replace the roof. So it's a little more in depth than we thought it was going to be. I'm going to show you. So you can see here, it's actually butyl. It's glued. So we had to go through with a razor blade and cut all the, not with this razor blade, but with another razor blade, thin blade, and cut all the way around, tape everything off, tape all the windows off, and undo all the bolts, of course. I showed you how to do that, but the hardest part is to get the glue. They glued it all the way around. Let me show you up here. As you can see, there's 2 strips here, so it's not only glued on the inside, it's glued around on the outside. So right now we're in the stage of removing the glue with this blade right here, and it comes right up, of course. So when you install the new roof, You're gonna need to get some new windshield glue, some new butyl, and then you're gonna have to set the roof down. It's probably best to do it with a couple of guys. That way you can lay the roof down carefully. And do it indoors, because this is a timely thing. This could take a couple of days. It's nothing easy, so be careful of the windshield, you don't break that. But the roof's in, works great. Just want to show you guys the finished product. So, again, the car needs to be cleaned a little bit, but we got it done, y'all. Headliner's back in, roof's in. So, customer's gonna be very happy and stoked to get his car back. And it was a successful install. See y'all in the next one.